Hello, and welcome to the live. So we're doing the summer solstice reading today. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Ebinotti. I'm going to be doing your reading for you today. We're just getting started, catching a vibe. We're not under the big old tree today, but it's right outside the window and we're looking at it. It's a little chilly. I thought it might rain. The sun's coming out to say hello, and it's perfect because it's the summer solstice. So I'm not really sure if anyone's going to stop by on the live. That's totally cool. If you want to stop by and check it out, say hi. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the chat. Just so you know, this reading will be uploaded to YouTube on the EBINOTTIofficial YouTube channel. You can find it over there if you want to check it out after, if you don't have time to hang out for the live. We don't have a lot of time today. I've got a solid hour and then I got to run. So we're not going to be able to smoke together fully today. As I go through the downloads, I'm going to have a quick puff. If anyone comes and asks questions and stuff and I don't get a chance to answer it in the live, I'm going to try to keep up with the live chat if it starts to pop off. But if I don't get a chance to answer them, then they will be up on the YouTube description box. So you can just check the description box on YouTube and there'll be some answers for you and links and stuff in there. Welcome. So I'm going to start off today by getting our space all set up and ready. If the wind wants to let me light our incense. I'm using incense sticks for us today. Some Dragon's Blood Nagchampa. I don't really know how to say that. If someone knows how to pronounce that, school me, would ya? Gonna light our smudge and clear our space today. Feel free to call in your guides, your ancestors, any wisdom seekers out there. There is protection laid in all of these readings, so you don't have to worry, okay? Feel free to ask your questions, set your intentions. The summer season, it's such a beautiful time for growing your desires, growing your intelligence and your skill set, growing your knowledge and your frequency. To be able to lift the frequency in the summertime when the sun is shining and people are communing and we take time off of work and enjoy ourselves and get into our self-care routines. We get into our fitness routines. We set new routines and new goals for ourselves. It's such a beautiful time in the year. So I hope that this summer season really does it for you. I hope you're getting yourself together, sticking to your rituals, doing all of the things that are most important to have a balanced and fulfilled life. So that's what it's all about here at Ebinotti, is the Zen life. We like it Zen. We like it Zen over here. And that's what it's all about. So we're going to take a deep breath. We're going to get into this. We're going to do a quick pick reading today like we always do here on the channel and at Ebinotti. I do offer personal readings still if you guys are interested in getting a one-on-one with me. I do a lot of different kinds of energy work, so you can check it out. Information to find that will be on the Ebinotti Instagram page if you're watching this on Instagram, and on the YouTube channel if you're watching it on YouTube, okay? Oh, the incense smelled just beautiful. Cheers to you. If you're having a little sip with me, we will get a chance to smoke today together, which is always nice for my smokers out there. So let's get into that now. Take your deep breath. Do your singing bowls or your bells or your tuning forks or whatever you have to center the body and get into alignment for this reading. We're going to see what kind of advice and focus comes up for the summer solstice, okay? Okay, it's just us so far, and that's okay. Oh, whew. Yes. Oh, I do love getting stoned in the daytime. We have a beautiful little space set up here. I was trying to get it so you could see my grandfather's painting, but our little plant is in the way now, and that's okay. Right up here, when my grandfather did this painting here of Elizabeth Taylor. Okay, so we're going to start off today with the tarot. I'm going to use the Tarot de la Nuit. If you're curious about the decks that I use in these readings, I always list them on the YouTube video, so you can find them there. If you come on into the chat or whatever, you can just drop it in the chat, okay? We're going to start off with tarot today. For some reason, I want to get into... I use this deck for shadow work, mostly. So we're going to get into the tarot spread and just see what comes up. And focus starting on... we're going to start by focusing on the shadow work today. And see what's going on there. It's kind of being called to my attention for some reason, and we're going to see why. I feel a lot of, not anxiety. Sorry, I'm going to try not to blow bubbles. It's not anxiety, but it is a discomfort in the body, almost like a shake. It's like nerves. It feels like nerves. The kind of nerves that you get when you go to perform on stage for the first time, or stand up in front of the class, in front of your peers at work, you know, and give your presentation or share your story or something. It's got that kind of a feel to it. So we're going to start by focusing on the shadow work, and we're going to use the tarot to see what comes up there. Okay. We'll leave the downloads and stuff for the end of the video this time. Bottom of the deck, the Empress, Major Arcana number 3. She's the face card for the deck, or one of the face cards for this deck. So divine feminine energy is very prevalent right now. We just did the full moon in Sagittarius. If you follow the readings, the general readings on YouTube, every full moon and every new moon cycle over there, we do the elemental readings, which is earth, air, fire, water, and ether. All 5 elements making up the balanced pentagram, okay? And that's how we do that. So a lot of divine feminine energy within the collective right now, focused on it, on healing it, making peace with it, making up to it. Really loving on the divine feminine and all of her beauty, all of her wisdom, all of her grace. First card out. Oh, sorry, my nose is running. First card out, Major Arcana number 14, Temperance. Now, this is a really powerful water energy of healing. And it's the kind of healing that we all need when we're sort of in the thick of it. That song, I'm in the thick of it, is kind of running through my mind right now, which is funny. Zach, my boyfriend, has been playing Fortnite, and I've never seen Fortnite before, so I'm like right in it. I'm not a gamer at all. I just don't game, but I've been really watching him play it, and sometimes he's in the thick of it, you know, and it's high intensity, and this kind of healing comes in after that period. So when we're drowning, when we feel like we can barely keep our head above water, whether it's financially, emotionally, sometimes even physically, the physical ailments in the body, if you know, as I like gasp, you know, the physical ailments in the body can really catch us off guard and literally take us off our feet sometimes. So that's why I think this energy is coming through for you right now, is you've gone through a period of some serious darkness, meaning you've done some shadow work, or you've been tested in some way to do your shadow work. And this kind of healing comes after you've accomplished that. So you have accomplished a test of fate in terms of your shadow work, which is something you need to recognize right now. So you're needing to allow a rest period or a grace period. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to physically rest, but it does mean that you need to give yourself the attention to heal. To heal from combat, to heal from, it's like med kit. You need your med kit. You know what I'm saying? 3 cards popping out. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Major Arcana 0 or nothing, the Fool. And this is about taking a leap of faith. It's about really knowing that you're on course, even when things don't necessarily logically look that way. So if things aren't logically easy for you right now, but you know that you have to go in a certain direction. So it's like you're possibly considering a career move right now or picking up your life, the summer solstice is one of those times where we plant. We get ready for harvest, you know, the birthing process, it's the growth. So if you're not in a place that you want to be, you need to relocate. You need to change course, change direction, change location, that kind of thing. So I feel that need for change. We'll see why that is. We've got the King of Pentacles coming up as our third card out, and our central energy. So the King of Pentacles is mastery of the earth element from the masculine standpoint. That's how I read it. That's how I like it. That's how we do it. So what is mastery of the earth element? You know, it's, I can see that this is the goal. I can see that this is the focus right now, to really get the pentacles all lined up, whether that's your coin, your home, or where on earth you're located. So lifestyle, you know, I was having a conversation just the other day about how some people really are just like brought up in the wrong place for them, and they know that because when they go out into the world, they find themselves, they find home. And whether they circle back to the homeland or not, you know, it really is about finding that grounding of where you belong. Different kinds of towns and different kinds of countries or locations or even dimensions here on earth have different vibes, and depending on where you're at in your life, you might need to find that location for you. You might need to find that kind of vibe. Hi, beautiful. I see you. Hello. Welcome to the live. We're doing a live reading for the summer solstice today. It'll be going up on YouTube later. If you can't stick around for the whole live, that's totally cool. We're just doing a quick tarot spread. So with this central energy, I think more so than just money, the focus right now is that balance of lifestyle. It is the sort of bliss point at really looking around at how other people in the world are doing it and seeing if that's the spot for you, you know? Like, I think a lot of people are even considering moving across the world or across the country, like really relocating in a big way here. Okay, the next card that we've got, there's like little ashes everywhere, is the Two of Pentacles. Again with the Pentacles, again with the earth energy. Not surprising. This is about priorities. So again, it's not so much a health focus as it is a balancing of life right now. It's very important to, it's not even like get your ducks in a row. What is it? Let me catch this vibe for a second. Okay, because we have, okay, so many more cards. Because we have the Fool and Temperance out here, I really feel like the priorities that you are taking right now are in direct conflict with somebody in your life. So it could be somebody close to you. It could be somebody like from the past, or somebody that isn't so connected on a day-to-day basis. But when you look to what you want for yourself, there's either resources or like actual people in your life that you have some kind of conflict with. And that's where this healing is coming in. And that's where taking a leap of faith is so necessary, because you have to give people the chance to surprise you. And that's what's going on within the collective right now with the summer solstice coming, and everyone can feel summer and they're making plans and we're finally free and sort of like can get back to our lives and get back to ourselves. A lot of people are coming together in the most surprising ways. You know, you wouldn't expect to be developing some of these relationships in the way that you are. So if you're looking for that, if you enjoy that, if that sounds intriguing to you, then open those doors spiritually and watch what comes, right? It's like creating a safe space energy within yourself for people to contact you. And it's such a beautiful thing, you know, not to just bring people from the past back into your life that you want, but also to have like people surprise you. It can, in the most beautiful ways. It really can be unbelievably healing. Next, we have the Four of Wands. We've got some fire energy coming out. Now, in terms of shadow work, because we really are talking about the shadow here, this is commitment. So with priorities and commitment side by side like that, I already know that this is a struggle. You know, the need to prioritize, to know what to commit to. You know, mastery is the name of the game here, especially when it comes to the lifestyle we want, the things that we want to do, the amount of money that we want to have at our disposal on a day-to-day basis. That's what this is all about, this kind of mastery, and that's very much so the focus here. If you think about the summer solstice too, it's masculine energy. Like the beginning of the summer season, which a lot of faiths and different spiritual groups take this as the beginning of the year because it's the beginning of the growth period. It's the beginning of everything that you plant coming to fruition, you know, where things can develop. And you know it's you play the long game in this season, you know, and you look to the full next season where things can grow again. So for those of you who have your gardens, or you're building a business, or you're really looking to build your Zen life, your version of the Zen life or the good life, you know, that's what's available to us now in terms of manifestation and energy. Okay, coming out to clarify, we're getting into our clarifiers now. Coming out to clarify temperance, we have the 9 of Wands. So again, it's speaking to this need for healing. The 9 of Wands is exhaustion. In one word, it's exhausted. Whether you feel it physically or not, because a lot of people aren't feeling this exhaustion physically, they're feeling it spiritually. And of course they are, you know, the whole world just changed in 2 years. Boom, just like that. The whole world changed. And in a lot of ways, I feel like the collective that I read for is still kind of unsure as to what that means. And the good thing about this is when you look exhausted, people give you the grace period to be exhausted. And even if you're not really feeling that exhausted, like I said, physically you've got the energy, or you're down for doing whatever needs to be done, you can still take this grace period to heal and allow that to happen quickly. Because if you do allow it to happen when you don't need it so much, it will happen much faster for you. So that's the advice that's being given with this first clarifier, is take the healing. Take it from people, take it from the divine, take it from nature, you know, like every good moment, every belly laughter moment, or just peaceful gratitude, so much appreciation kind of moment. Really amplify that if you can. So get in it, enjoy it, be aware of it, and try to amplify it so that it lasts as long as it can, because that will sort of speed up the process. I'm such a fan of speeding up the process. I tell you, when you've learned the lessons the hard way as many times as I have, or as the we at Ebinotti has, then the advice that we give as divine feminines out here is don't do shit the way I did it. Don't learn things the hard, or don't do it the way my friends did it, or the way I've seen people do it. It's like, we're going to get you to speed this up so that you don't have to do this the hard way, okay? Rest and recover when you have the time, because you need it. Because for whatever's coming next, if you have big desires, I mean, King of Pentacles, central energy, you obviously have big desires. You have to allow that to be part of your process, the ebb and the flow, okay? Coming out now, to clarify the Fool card, we have Major Arcana number 4, the Emperor. Divine masculine. Rawr, look at him. Look at him. That's a man. You just know it. Look at the way he holds his shield and shit. It's like, grr. Yes, do your job. Do it so that we don't have to. You know what I mean? It's this beautiful moment where the divine masculine is just surprising the Fool can be a huge surprise if it's coming from someone else, you know, where they're there when you don't ask them, and they anticipate your needs. And in any way where you have this energy in your life around you coming from the exterior, appreciate it right now, because it will give you faith and it will give you courage when you need it. Divine masculine is supposed to be brave, right? And courageous. So whoever is, you know, resembling that energy in your life, suck it up when you can. Like, get it on you, and know that you need it, because we're still looking at past energy here of exhaustion and healing, and divine masculine like stepping into role, which is what this is. I mean, the summer solstice, as soon as Aries season started at the end of March, boom, divine masculine was stepping into his role, and nobody saw it coming. Like, everything just flipped on a dime. Divine feminine was safe to do her role, which is great because we've been playing man for so long that we don't even remember what that looks like. So that's good. Need a minute. Thanks. Great. You know, but it's this beautiful moment of partnerships and collaborations and equal give and take. It's more than generosity. It's like capability. Oh, what a beautiful thing when there's a job to be done. It's more than just generous. It's like, I appreciate that you want to give me your time, but if I can't use it, it's just not valuable to me right now. And that's a big one for divine feminine, man. All through the cosmos, divine feminine energy is doing her thing to balance the imbalance that has been off for so long. The patriarchy has been running this world for a very long time. We were in the age of Pisces. That's just how it went. You know, but now we're in the age of Aquarius. Did you feel the shift? I bet you did. Where did that go? Wait. Okay, not surprising to see the Five of Pentacles, this stanky ass energy coming out right now, because if you remember, central energy, King of Pentacles. In this energy, if you read the book on this card specifically, ooh, it's so good in this deck because it speaks of the fall of the royalty, and it speaks of the fall of the wealth, like for the wealthy fall too. You know, the higher you go, the farther you fall. And that's what this energy is. So expect a lot of shifting in wealth in the next 6 months as we go through the full effect of this summer solstice. 2022, if you follow astrology and the cosmos, was always going to be a big year. We all knew it was coming. The pandemic threw all of us for a loop, but we're here. We're in 2020 and we're still fucking here. They still continue to pretend they rule the world and but the shifting of power is real, and it has nothing to do with humans. It has nothing to do with us. We are not supposed to go out and fight for freedom. You know, you just exist in freedom, and that's enough. So watch the shifting of wealth and power. Expect that if you've done your shadow work, that your wealth is on its way, especially if you have been in a really dark place, if things have been difficult and unsure and very unstable and very imbalanced, loss of contracts. I know you're here. Hi. It's that kind of an energy, right? Where the 5 is an imbalance, but it's also a change. From the 5, we move back to the 4 or forward to the 6, whichever is most stable or available at the time. So the 5 is always a temporary kind of energy. And if you remember, next, we're clarifying the 2 of Pentacles, which is where we get to connect and commune and set our priorities. This is physically setting intentions and marching in direction, you know, taking action, putting focus and awareness in a certain direction. So the choice comes next. You know, if things are looking a bit bleak or unsure right now financially, and you really are ready and you've done the shadow work and you've healed, then this should be an easy choice. Ooh, I like. She's so fierce in this one too. So the 2 of Pentacles being clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. Look at our Knight there. She's a fierce one, a fierce warrior. And the Knight of Pentacles, again, with this earth energy right now, it really is in this season about getting grounded. Whether that's, you know, doing your smudges, doing your bathing salt, you know, bath salts, your bathing rituals, taking your walks in nature, driving in your car and listening to your music real loud, you know, doing the ugly cry to cleanse it out. It's about allowing yourself to be in a position to make real choices in your life, the grounded kind. So you have to get grounded, and whatever that means for you. Some people need to veg, you know, they need to just lay off the gas pedal for a second, you know, and other people like myself, it's like we're ready and we're raring to go, and the second that it feels right, tick tick boom, it's go time, you know. So know what the next move is for you based on your desires. You'll know that based on what your heart really wants right now. So the heart needs to be heard right now. It needs to be listened to. Can't ignore it, can't just push it aside. Okay, it needs to be heard. It needs to have its say. That goes for the inner child, the shadow. Try to approach all of your energies in balancing. Try to approach all of your energies through the heart space right now. Okay, it'll do so much for you. Next up, as our final clarifiers, we got 2, and we'll take them both. Ooh. So clarifying our 4 of Wands, the energy of commitment, taking the next step. So knowing once we've set our priorities and intentions and we start to move slowly like the Knight does, the Knight of Earth, in that direction, here we get the final contracts, the final say, and we commit. With that, we get the Chariot, Major Arcana number 7, beautiful energy, but it has some darkness to it. And here it is, the 5 of Cups. This is grieving. This is loss. This is the heart space out of balance. The 5 is out of balance. So we're really struggling here with balance. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Cups. Now the 5 of Cups and the Ace of Cups would make the 6. And that's a beautiful energy of nostalgia, of going back into our childhood energy, and healing, and really approaching where we've been in a new way, whether that's with people or it's, specific to your own childhood traumas, whether you're approaching the past in this way or that, right? Either way, it shows the darkness is real. You've been through it, man. And that's why Temperance was the first card out, because this is Major Arcana healing. This is an angelic energy that comes in and brings in the things that you need. It's not want, That was one of the downloads that I got coming in and doing the meditation for this reading. Is there's a huge difference between want and desire, okay? And we've tainted words, so hear me, not your own version of the words, okay? Want is something outside of yourself that you lack. Desire is your heart exposing who and what you are, and that's a huge difference to make. So when you say, I want money, I want a better job, I want this kind of partner, I just want my life to be easier, as opposed to, I desire money, I desire a better job, I desire something easier. Oh man, I desire a country kitchen, a wraparound patio, somewhere to paint, a baby grand piano, and the ability to play it. I desire, till my heart's content, I desire. Do you feel the difference in that resonance? So it's not so much here the advice of letting go of things so that you don't feel that grief and that loss anymore. It's the advice is to accept it so that you can use all of your different forms of emotions to move forward and create. That's a powerful thing. Like, if you caught the last live reading for the full moon in Sagittarius, which we did just last week, it's up on the YouTube channel if you want to watch it. We talked about anger and how it has a lot of energy behind it. And if we wield it, then we have so much energy to pull from. Now that's cool, because what I've noticed lately is fear is so powerful that it's controlling people without them realizing it. Like, if fear is controlling you right now, then all of your anger and all of that power that comes with it to create, that power and that anger and that frustration is so specific to you, so that you can create from those issues, from that place, from your experience. That's power. But if you take that anger and you just like throw it around because it's bottling and then bursting out of you and all misdirected and misguided, it's like it's a huge waste of your power. Growing up, me and my friends that were big into conspiracy theories and like learning about, economies and wars and histories and like what's really going on out here kind of thing. We used to talk about that a lot, about how anger is the best motivator that you could ever have to get something done, whether that's going to war, fighting the powers that be, or fighting for your rights, or, fighting to be free within your community, your family dynamics, your, fighting for your self-worth so that you value yourself and therefore you hold others to accountability to value you. It's like, anger, okay, if you're unsure about how wasted this fucking energy is within the collective lately, because of the pandemic and like the whole, they're good at the programming, man. They're good. They're good at this. If you're unsure about it, think about this. Try to work out when you're like, you're just zen and shit and you're like all try to work out. Now, think of something that makes you really fucking angry and try to work out now. It's like your body moves different. Your muscles engage. They're ready to go. It's this powerful kind of fight energy that I feel like lately has been so wasted. So fucking wasted. So that's the download. That's the message. The big one for the summer solstice, just to start us off, is see where fear in your life is controlling you and immediately take it head on. Now, what I say would be the best advice here as a friend is don't waste it. Don't waste it on exterior people, places, corporate. Don't waste it. Do something with it. Make something with it. Stand up for yourself without anybody around with that. And like, be brave with yourself before you try to step out into the world, because a lot of us aren't ready to step out like that. A lot of us are going to hurt people and regret what we said. And yeah, it built up over the years, but in the moment it was hot. I was hot-headed. You don't want to wield it like that, right? Like, it's not taking anger and finally saying the truth to someone who's needed to hear it from you first. So it's not that. It's like getting a killer workout in, getting the shed cleaned out, like getting shit done. The divine masculine energy is about action and accomplishment, and that's where divine masculine thrives. So look at our central energy. There's work to be done here. The mighty will fall. We will take back the earth. Mastery and abundance and the distribution of wealth. I mean, that's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Watch the way people move differently here. Watch. Okay, we're going to clear that spread. I'm keeping us on a time frame today. We've got about 15-20 minutes more, and then we are going to wrap. Judgment in the cut. Major Arcana number 20. The Judgment card is where we're at in terms of this plane. So the planet Earth, that's one way to look at it. It's had a lot of different names if you go back through all of ancient history. But this plane of existence is the third dimension. That's where we're talking. Now, we can commune in the fourth dimension, and that's what's behind this veil. The judgment time in our lives, like that time in our lives, is all about lifting the veil and moving through into a new life, a new you, a new world, new gifts. It's like where new things are possible because of what has begun. It's the ending of an old cycle and the beginning of a new one, and that's where you're at. That's where we're all at. When we left the age of Pisces and got into the age of Aquarius, the rules changed, power shifted, and wealth will be redistributed just based on a new set of laws, a new set of power. You just watch. It's going to be so fun. I've got so much stuff to share with you guys. I can't wait. Make sure you're subscribed and you're following. Be a ton of information I'm sharing. As of right now, the most content that I share from other people, experts, historians, astrologers, you fucking name it, is on Facebook. So check out Ebinotti on Facebook. Okay, we're going to get into the Goddess Oracle and see what divine feminine energy has to say today. The sun is still peekabooing through the clouds today. It's super windy, which is why we're inside. I definitely want to be doing these live readings outside, but today we're inside. You know what's good. Smoke them if you got them. I would definitely take a smoke break with you guys right now if I had the time. Maybe I'll take a quick little cheeky puff with you. We'll see if we can get away with it, okay? Okay. Again, if you have any questions or anything like that, just drop it in the chat, okay? Same thing on YouTube. You can leave comments. I definitely check all the comments and stuff and see what you guys have to say. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Ma'at. Justice. Divine feminine right now come through. I'm telling you, like, divine feminine energy is in a phase. Nuit. Okay. The energy of mystery. The goddess of mystery. Nuit or Nut. Let's see here. You know what it is about divine feminine energy that's so captivating and just beautiful and just really, like, honestly makes life worth living? It's the mystery. That's what it is. Whether you're a man or a woman, divine masculine or divine feminine in the moment, and you're observing a beautiful woman or a beautiful human being, that divine feminine energy is radiating something into the world that's so powerful. If you think of Mother Earth, it's the same thing. Mother Earth stuns us with her beauty, but what else does she do? She's a bit mysterious, isn't she? Like, you don't know when the volcanoes are going to go off. Yellowstone's been apparently supposed to go off for like 50 years. The tectonic plates could shift any time and raise the sea levels or destroy. I mean, I feel so bad for men sometimes because this is women. Women are mysterious and powerful and dangerous. I mean, they're dangerous. If you're a man, a woman can destroy you so easily with a word, without even using words. A look. Marilyn. Elizabeth Taylor. Like, think about it, you know, the power of mystery. I want to see what else the goddesses have to say about it. That's fascinating, though, because the summer... Okay, that's too much, but we got one. Let me just grab the big pile that flew. We got one card come out, and we'll look at that one. Beliefs, Minerva. So what I'm getting off of this right off the go with that helmet and the headdress is warrior energy. What do you believe you're capable of? How much power do you believe that you wield? Do you give yourself enough credit for the power that you wield? Do you? Because divine feminine, I mean, especially I feel like in the last few decades, since about the 90s, divine feminine has gone quiet. You know, she's lost her way a little bit and believed things that simply weren't true, that she had no power, that she was undeserving, unworthy of. Yikes. But true. We all know it's true. We've all bought into that bullshit that for some reason we are unworthy, as opposed to we exist and therefore we're worthy. We're here on this planet like everybody else. Nobody is more worthy than somebody else until your actions come into play. And then, yes, there are some people that deserve nothing but a fucking cell. And there are some people that deserve nothing but a padded cell because, you know, it's what we are. It's what man is. Let's get one more from the goddesses. Bottom of the deck, laughter, Uzume. We got that for the full moon reading as well. Laughter is such a powerful healing tool. Such a powerful healing tool. That mystery card, man, is getting me. I can't wait to see what else comes out with it. There she is. Isis. The goddess Isis of mothering. Look at how safe and warm and just well guarded and taken care of and nourished that whole vibe is right there. This is so powerful of an energy and we're going to need it. This is why divine feminine needs to step into her role right now, and so many of us are, right? Taking care of our family and ourselves, really approaching everything with a sort of gentleness. And then when it calls for it, wielding our power so fierce. No doubt, Rhiannon on the bottom of the deck. I mean, such a beautiful card. Again, this will be up on YouTube if you guys want to watch it again, but powerful divine feminine energy speaking on our doubt. And, you know, like the divine feminine mother energy within us all and so available to us within the collective right now doesn't want you to feel embarrassed or unworthy or unsure of yourself. She wants nothing but beautiful belief in yourself. Bottom of the deck, ooh, Transformation, card number 7, Sekhmet, fierce compassion. Fierce compassion. It's got an intensity to it that like just made me sigh. Okay, card number 11, Bast, holy longing and desire, instinct and sensuality. Whew. This is a feline feminine energy, so Bast is a god or a goddess energy, can be masculine and feminine, and I'm reading it as feminine right now because of the energy we're discussing. I mean, when you talk about desire and sensuality, there is so much powerful sex magic energy to be had right now. If you're a manifester, if you're a healer or a light worker, an energy worker of any kind, your sex magic right now is extremely powerful. So because the divine feminine is running rampant through the cosmos, balancing things out, because she's fucking up to here, my mom used to say. And we've gone into the divine masculine season of the summer solstice. They, as you could say, dance in the sky together, the moon and the sun, masculine, feminine, balancing. So this is a season of yin and yang balancing. And it's also a season, get this, with Anubis, opener of the way, of transition. So it's not necessarily just death. There's a lot of transition that happens within the human race. We are all one race. And a lot of us are transitioning into our power, into our authenticity for the first time. And that's not easy. That's not easy for anybody, but I feel like I had a whole lifetime to get to this stage of understanding, but some people are sort of awakening to their truth of how they've lived their life inauthentically for so long. They lived a lie, or they hid their true selves, or they suppressed their true desires for all the wrong reasons, whether someone did it to them or they did it to themselves. On some level, we all have to take responsibility for allowing the oppression when and where we could and did allow it. And I think that's what this energy of the summer solstice is all about. You know, yesterday I took the day to really tap into the collective, because yesterday was the summer solstice. Or if you're in the southern hemisphere, on the lower half of the globe, then it was the winter solstice for you guys. But I took the time to really tune into the energy, and I felt this sadness, this deep sadness that came from a longing. And I realized that there are so many people out here giving up on their dreams, whether those are dreams of success and accomplishment, or dreams of, you know, having the sex life they always wanted, you know, having people see them and love them and really, you know, give them a chance. Even like this feline energy comes in to make people frisky, but also to give them a little bit of compassion, a little bit of tenderness for each other. It's really important that we take the time now to allow people to express themselves sexually. It's time that we express ourselves sexually. So find your safe space and do that. Do that in an honest, a healthy, and an authentic way. And be damn sure that you have your shadow work done before you tap into any kind of sensuality, right? Like, you don't want to be bringing more toxic energy into your life if you don't have a safe space to do that. So careful with your partners. Anubis, before we get into the tarot, I just want to say quickly, is the gatekeeper between the realms of life and death, or the next realm. The ancient Egyptians worshipped him as such. A great movie to watch to get a great representation of Anubis is Gods of Egypt. I love that movie. I watched it a bunch of times. Maybe last year or something like that. I was really into it, and it's such a fun and good movie for understanding the kind of energy we're going through right now, which is lightening of the heart space. That's why it's important to take the heart chakra frequency when you're making decisions into account more than anything else. The mind, you know, divine masculine is going through some serious transformations right now. So depending on where your divine masculine energy is, you can make quick, logical decisions. For the most part, though, across the board right now, everybody's recommending go through the heart. So if you have to make decisions and weigh the heart over the mind, take the heart's decision right now, okay? Because it's really going to help you out when it comes to Judgment Day. Whatever that be right now, you know, whether you're transitioning from one life into another, or you're upgrading some of your gifts, or you're manifesting something that is far beyond what you have in your reality right now, that's very available to the collective to sort of jump timelines or ascension processes. We can check the boxes very, very quickly with this sun energy right now. So make sure you're doing your offerings or whatever your rituals, your prayers are when you catch that sunshine, okay? Tune in, you'll know what to do to create your own rituals if that's your thing. At this point, everybody is out here learning, okay? So you don't have to worry about what's right and what's wrong. You'll know based on the vibrational frequency you feel when you're attempting to set intentions, to ask for things, wisdom, product, resource, people, money. You'll know based on the frequency you feel whether you should be asking in that way and from that frequency. You can ask for guidance as well from your ancestors. Are very active in the collective right now. The guides are here always for you. Woo! Fate. Major Arcana number 10, the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. Love that. It's a great way to start. We've got a couple more minutes, guys, and then we're going to wrap, okay? Thank you so much for hanging out today if you stopped by on the live. Thank you for watching this if you're watching it on YouTube or Instagram. I just love you guys so much. I know Ebinotti. Okay, there's a lot of things happening here. What are we doing? These are going back, those are going, and this one's coming, and that one too. Come on. There you go. Okay. I love you guys so much. Ebinotti's got the best collective, that's for sure. Okay, first card, face up, major arcana. No. The Nine of Pentacles. We've got some earth energy coming out. This is a self-assured energy. It's very abundant, and to the toxic energies in your life, because I can feel them, this is selfishness. So if nobody toxic in your life is calling you selfish, you ain't doing it right now. And if you don't have anyone toxic in your life, then y'all are just going to be thriving, because people are either going to get inspired by watching you be in this energy, or they're going to help lift you and maintain this energy and be in it themselves. So, woo, rocking out with our chickies. Whether you're spending time alone right now or not, it's okay. I spend a lot of time alone, but I tap into the collective and I work with the collective, and eventually tribe finds their way. Next card out in reverse, we have the Knight of Cups. The heart space is wounded right now, and that's okay. Allow that healing to come in. Allow the intimacy. Have patience and be humble and grounded when it comes to sensuality, romance, intimacy. Let people surprise you. Let them approach you in new ways. I mean, that's a lovely thing. So a little bit of healing going on here. That mystery card again. I think someone's going to surprise you. Next card out, we have the Five of Cups again. We had that in the last spread, coming out in reverse this time, and this is going to be our central energy. So we are releasing, we are looking at the silver lining, but we are in pain and suffering. So again, please allow the heart chakra to do its healing. It needs to know that it is safe. Like the child, like the inner child. It needs to know that it is safe so that it can tell you the truth. Your heart will tell you the truth, but if you keep knocking it down, just like a child, or anybody, if you keep knocking somebody down, they will not be able to tell you the truth because they're not safe to. Cheers to you. Next card out, we have the Six. So from the 5 to the 6, if you remember in the last spread, the Five of Cups came out. I just spit. I hope you didn't see that. The Five of Cups came out, and then on the bottom of the deck was the Ace of Cups. So together it made the 6. Now we're getting the Five of Cups come out literally with the 6 right after it. So to reiterate that message, it's very important to know what kind of healing is going on within the heart chakra for you. So your inner child is screaming to be heard. He or she, they want to be heard. They want to have their fun, because what's so interesting about shadow work is when you integrate the inner child, and the inner child is safe to speak amongst the collective within you, The inner child does so much of the shadow work for you. It's amazing if you have children around you in your life, and I know some of y'all do, in abundance, right? It's amazing the energy that children have and how powerful they are at healing. Their hearts are just so open, and just the love that they give so freely. It can take you to your knees sometimes, man. Kids are just, it's this beautiful energy. So right now within you, that's where you've got some healing going on. You might have some real serious crying come up, where out of nowhere. It could be out of nowhere, I'm telling you. And that's okay. It's because you're transitioning into a whole new level in your life. You're really kind of upgrading at this point and transitioning into something you've always desired right from childhood for yourself, whether you allowed it or thought it was ever going to be possible for you or not. There are too many cards falling out. We got like 5 minutes anyway, so let's just take them all and get a whole bunch of messages, and then we'll bounce, okay? So first ones to hit the floor were Major Arcana 0, the Fool, and Major Arcana 11, Master number 11. How many of you are seeing 1111 like crazy right now? 111 on the clock, 1111 with all those 2022 222s on the clock. It's crazy the amount of master numbers, and this is all coming from the ethereal realm. So be that the 4th dimension or the 5th dimension, whatever you're tapping into, your ancestors, your guides, source. A lot of us are communicating directly with source, wherever the fuck it is that we all come from right now. So this kind of energy right here is almost like God source coming in and balancing things out within the collective, within the 3D realm. Let's just say this is like the second coming of Christ. This is like the gods returning. What's that movie? It's like Gods of Egypt, but it's the other one, Immortals, I think, where the gods aren't like allowed to interfere. Zeus won't let them, but one of them, Poseidon, does anyways, and he ends up, anyways, I'm not going to give it away, but good movie. This is the energy within the collective right now, that the gods are returning, you know, and it's, which basically means that whatever it is that you believe in that's beyond you, you know, sort of out in the cosmos, is going to have its say right now. Like, it's going to be interacting, so to speak, and we have no, you know, we don't get to decide when the age of Aquarius begins. It just fucking begins. This is the age of knowledge. It's the age of information, communication, like a lot, okay? And with that, we have the 5 of Wands, which is drama. This is conflict. This is competition. This is battles. Dumb, waste of time energy. That's all this is. And we're not going to give it anything more than that. Wow, look at this spread. It fell out. I'm going to show you exactly like that. That's exactly how these cards fell out onto the table. So we have 2 Major Arcana and 2 Court cards mirroring 2 Queens. Okay, let's have a look. We have the Emperor. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Okay, I like the 2 Queens together here because this is really what is needed to help the Divine Masculine get his shit together. If the patriarchy is the paternal masculine, then like, who would want to take credit for running this world? It's shit. It's shit for everyone. Even the elites are eating each other alive right now. So to use water and earth as elements, meaning our emotions, our physical, like our presence, our time, our to listen to somebody who's in pain. This is divine feminine energy coming through to show us how to heal and get through the conflict. These divine feminines right here don't listen to any of the drama. Even the Queen of Cups ain't got time for that shit, because that's Scorpio. A lot of people say it's Cancer. To me, it's Scorpio through and through. The Queen of Cups, the Queen. Yeah, the Queen is not a Cancer. It's just not. You know what I mean? The Cancer energy, I'm a Cancer moon and rising, so I get it, especially from the shadow. It's too much of a follower. It's the middle child. You know what I'm saying? No. You know, work like that. Well, it's the firstborn. So it's too young. It's not young here. You know, Cancer is a very grounded, very stable, beautiful energy. But here, especially with Pentacles beside it, This is Scorpio. This is very much so willing to sting. So where we see divine feminine needing to use her sexuality to be powerful, her anger to express her power, to, you know, keep everybody in check, including divine masculine, which is right here, because the Emperor, divine masculine energy, is going through a moment of enlightenment, which means he ain't much use to anybody. I mean, he's divine, he's king status, all 4 kings in one is the Emperor, so he's capable, but he's in a moment of needing grace. Divine masculine needs grace, needs healing, needs understanding right now. Like, it is what it is. And within the collective, this hangman energy is happening where we've battled royale. You know, we've gone through it to the point of needing to now understand the mistakes that were made, to appreciate our accomplishments in protecting the kingdom, in building the foundation for a strong home, in, you know, keeping the family alive and doing what needs to be done. There's a lot of different healing within the divine masculines in the collective right now. So we all have divine feminine masculine within us. It's very important to allow that healing. So if you are the divine feminine in a relationship with a divine masculine and you're really struggling with that, it's trying to give somebody the grace that maybe they haven't given you, or that you haven't been given in your lifetime, and it's taking the high road. It's doing what needs to be done, because that's what divine feminine does. She does what needs to be done. The mother does it, the maiden does it, the crone, right? The 3 stages of the divine feminine. Okay, we're going to get one final card here from the Divine Guidance Oracle before we wrap this up. This is going to be a little piece of advice for us all going through this summer solstice. What I was going to say before, and I don't remember what I got sidetracked on, but yesterday I took the time to tap into the summer solstice just to really allow it. I could feel all the sadness within the collective. I could feel how much people just needed to have a moment to enjoy themselves or rest or, you know, be appreciated. And that's the feeling right now. So make sure that you really are. It's not an easy solstice for anybody. The last 2 full moon cycles have been very difficult to get through, Scorpio and Sagittarius, and, you know, allow that. Trust me when I say it's a collective thing. You're not alone. Everybody is getting their ass kicked. Like, I'm not above it. I'm right here in the thick of it with the rest of you guys in battle mode, you know. So do what you have to do. Take care of your people. Allow them to take care of you. Allow that receiving of wealth, of healing, of health, all of it, okay? And let's see what kind of advice we get to finish this off. Oh, elemental. Elemental on the bottom of the deck. The elementals are so powerful as healers and wisdom bringers. If you're into starseed, Akashic record, tapping into meditative spaces and finding that information, elementals are very powerful wisdom givers and healers. They bring so much information. Oh my God, they release so much within the collective. I feel like you're being, this is for somebody specific. I feel like you're being asked to, no, you're tapping into the elementals in a way, whether you realize it or not. So if you're working with herbs or oils or potions or anything, you're working with elementals. So you can open up and ask them their names, who they are, to tell you what they came to tell you, and just see what comes. This is a meditative space. If you're into meditation, that's how you do that, okay? Wow, okay. So we got card number 17. I'm going to let you have a little look at that. Okay, and card number 4. Whew. Beautiful, powerful cards. Okay, so card number 17, empowerment. I'm going to read it to you from the book. This card shows a gentle yet powerful opening and energy flow of the 3rd chakra, the power center. Through your own willingness to stand tall and be all of who you are and what you are meant to be, you naturally vibrate a dynamic energy that has a positive and empowering effect on others. Through your own acts of self-kindness and self-love, you've given yourself permission to shine a gentle and loving strength. This is exactly what the world needs right now. You're the gift, you're the giving, no, I got this, don't worry. You're giving the gift of self-empowerment to everyone you meet. Empowerment, beautiful. Okay, and card number 4. I knew it. Astral realms. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. You have a strong connection with the astral realms. Usually we visit these realms while sleeping, and that's where we meet our guides, teachers, and even other souls who have moved on from the earth plane. For you, however, this connection is allowing you to connect while you're awake, either when meditating or working with your intuition. This is truly a gift, as the information you receive here can aid both you and others through life. Spirit is calling you to begin using your gifts in service to others in the way that feels right for you, and that's what's so important. This is about you finding your own way. It's not about astral traveling the way that a book tells you to, or anything like that. Empowerment and tapping into the astral realms is going to be personal for you. Your gifts, when you smoke a joint and you sit there and you just stare at your backyard or your garden, or, you know, when you just relax, that is meditation. And that's when you can tap into the astral realms in your waking life. So your dreams are already telling you how much information there is for you here and how powerful you are. What's so interesting is now you have access to, in a like this empowerment card with the solar plexus chakra is so much power. So that's telling me how much access you have to this kind of information. This is what I do. This is a meditative space where you can tap into the 4th dimension and the 5th dimension and the higher dimensions, because other dimensional beings will come to you with information. If you have the codes within you, they will be activated if you ask. So meditating and really starting to allow this information, be open to it, open the doors and see what comes for you, okay? And it'll take you places. You'll find more information online. You'll find other people that are talking about it. And you'll come to your own conclusions as well. So that's going to be the reading for the summer solstice. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you like it and share it with friends if you think that they would enjoy it as well. I'm going to have a quick smoke with you on the way out. I love to like finish with food or a smoke or something just to ground us back into the 3D. I do a lot of channeling for these readings to kind of, you know, download the information that needs to be heard, which is why the messages can shift mid-reading, because I'm tuning into a new frequency who wants that information. Thank you so much. Okay. Cheers to you if you're having a smoke. Happy summer solstice, everybody. I really hope that you are aligning and healing the body and just feeling so powerful and getting grounded so that you can utilize that power. Like, really wield your power right now. Do it with intention. Do it witchy. Do it with magic. Do it however the fuck it seems right to you, as long as you know that you're on path and that you're doing what you came here to do. That's all that matters. And with that, we'll close out this reading. Okay, thanks so much, guys. Mwah. I'll see you on the next one. And make sure that you check this out on YouTube. It will be uploaded in full there as well. Bye.